Yeah.
I'm recording.
Hey guys, it's your boy Terry Hunt. So check it out. You guys always want to know. You guys say, "Oh, you cut hair stuff like this." So I wanted to do some curling techniques. So guess what? I'm going to show you some curling techniques. And this is my model, Loretta, right here. She's one of the stylists in the salon. I just got through cutting her hair. I know you guys wanted to see this haircut, but it's a nice short cut, kind of like a pixie cut. So we're gonna do some real funkiness. She's getting ready to go to a class reunion, so she needs to get laid out and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can actually see. And put your glasses on. You can't see, put your glasses on. Don't squint. Do your work. All right. So right now I'm going to take some of my sculpture. See, this is my sculpture right here. This is a curl assistant. This is really great for curling hair. This is one of Loretta's favorite products, right? She loves this. She's been waiting on this, so I bought some more. And has no pigmentation to it, so it's great for gray hair and any type of hair you put on. So it won't discolor the hair at all. So I'm going to put on a little bit. Let's go to Loretta has very fine hair. She has a lot of strands. She has thick hair, but she has fine hair. Her density is fine. So you don't need a lot of the sculpture. The one thing I like about my product is it's highly concentrated. So it will go a long way, so it'll last you a long time. So we're gonna put this through her hair. And you can actually, by putting this through her hair, you can actually start to already see the texture that the sculpture creates. So this is going to help me with my curling. So I don't have to use a lot of hairsprays. I'm not really big on hairsprays. I use some. I will use hairspray to help curl with it, but it's going to be very light. So I want to keep it light. So you want to make sure the hair is touchable. You don't want to make hair hard to where you can't touch it. Okay. All right. So you can actually see the shape that it's in, and it's a very good shape. I'm just trying to comb it around and just see exactly where I want to go with it. She's going to be real funky, real kind of spiky. You know, that's her look. So that's what we're going to work on. All right. And I got my lovely assistant, Coco. Coco is doing the film. And say, hey, Coco.
Hey.
All right. So we're going to start pretty much at the bottom. I curl from the bottom up. I always curl with my work, and I always cut with my work behind me. Okay. So, give it a little mist. Not a lot. Remember, a little bit goes a long way. I'm gonna give me some of these little fingers. We're like, where you get those little fingers right here? This helped me from not burning my hands. So you can get a lot of these in a beauty supply. I don't know where you can get them from, but I'm just letting you know. So we're gonna start here. Coco, you on there real good?
I just zoomed it up.
Zoomed it in? Okay, so we're gonna start down here pretty much right at her temple area, you know. Right at her temple area. Let's see how this works out. A little spray for assistance. Using this small little flat iron here. And you just pretty much want to just kind of bump it. You don't want it to be too much of a curl. You just want to kind of bump it just so slightly. Because you still want it to be flat. I don't want to see any ridges in the hair, any type of curl patterns in the hair. I don't want to see any of that. So I'm going to use something that's very, very light. Not a lot of heat. Seal the cuticle first. Go underneath. And as I curl down to give it a nice little smooth look. And as the hair is hot, I kind of place the hair pretty much where I want it to be. Okay? As I get a little closer up to the apex area, and we know what the apex is. The apex is actually where the head begins to curve. That's your apex area. So I'm gonna actually do one more, sealing that cuticle. And coming out from the hairline, and let it curl up there. Okay. Now I'm going to start back here. I'm going to turn her a little bit. So I'm just building. I'm building my foundation right now. Okay. Start pretty much in the back of where you're at. Take a little bit of the hair that you curled, just a little bit to help you guide your assistance of where you gotta go. And you're gonna curl down. Just slightly, just a slight bump. Not a full turn, just a half a turn. Pretty much what you're doing is you're allowing your curling iron to curl the hair for you. So you don't have to do so much on your wrist and turn a lot. So you just actually put it in and just really like a bevel, just a real short bevel, and that's it. So you want to see this type of thing. You want to see this kind of a flatness here. Not too much. Remember, a little bit goes a long way. Okay, so I'm going to start here in the front as I did this front and I did some of the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the front area and see Loretta likes her hair kind of funky. And so we're going to create some of the funk right in the front, just taking a little section here. And I'm going to take this and go underneath, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to flip up. And we're going to use diagonal partings. Come over here, Coco. So you can see we're using diagonal partings here.
Okay.
Because we want the hair to go in that direction. When you use diagonal partings, anytime you use diagonal partings, you're causing what? You're causing a lot of movement. So it doesn't matter if it's in hairstyling, curling, curling, or even hair cutting, you're using those diagonal partings for movement in the hair. So I'm using these diagonal parts to create some movement with my curl pattern. So my curl pattern is just not going horizontal or vertical, but it can go either way. As I go towards the back, because you know you start passing this here, and then you're working on the back of the head. So I'm still in diagonal partings. Just using the curl iron to seal the hair and to keep doing my flips. Now when I get to the back, I'm stopping this flip area right here at the mid part of her ear, which is close to the back, kind of to the back, but not it's slightly to the back, but not really. So I'm going to start working back here on the back area again with the curl pattern. And these curls are going to go down. Now what I do is to create a lot of drama in the hair when I get to this back area, especially in this area. I'm going to take the hair and I'm going to flip this hair up. But you want to make sure you keep that base of that flip close to the base of what you put down so there's no separation. Okay? So now coming to the back of the head. Working again with this lower level here. This is where we left off at. You're going to connect these two curl patterns together. A little bit of what you curl and a little bit that you haven't curled. And I'm working in diagonal partings around the head. So when you're doing hair cutting, you've already created the hairstyle when you've already cut the style. Curling is nothing but enhancing the haircut. So it doesn't matter, you don't have to be the neatest curl pattern in the world, but you want to be a little bit more consistent so your execution can be more consistent. Okay, so everything is curled down here. This little area in the top area here. I'm going to work with this area here. Go take this and bring it up and bring it round. So see what happens is these two begin to work together. Once I take this curl down and this begins to work up, so I can comb this hair up this way. So it gives me a little bit more of a flow by making sure that each curl is assisting each curl. Okay, we'll come around this side. Come around this side. In the back of the head. Just kind of bumping this down, just to actually enhance what's already going on. A little bit of curl assistance here. Curling the hair down. So I'm in the center of the head, center back. So we're working on the center back. So concentrate on the center back of the head. Anytime you curl hair, you want to make sure you have some type of symmetry. That's why you always have parties. Parties are important. You know, parties are important in cutting. Parties are important in any type of hairstyling because it just keeps you in sync. If you don't part anything, you start doing whatever you want to do, then you will pretty much have a not a disaster, but you won't have symmetry as much as you would like to. So parting is essential, very essential when it comes to any type of work that we do in hairstyling. So I just curl this up and I curl this down, and you can see that. So I'm just doing back and forth. When I get to the top of the head, so I'm working on that center. In other words, we're working on that mohawk, which is always down the center of the head. So I'm flipping back and forth. So just to let you know, so just back here, so I went down, flipped up, flipped down, flipped up. And when I get to this area here, which is pretty much in the top of her head, then I'm going to go back. Okay. You want these curls to collapse this way. This is adding support to the hair at the top so it can actually stay up. It's going to stay up already because it's cut that way, but this is adding more assistance so the hair can actually enclose together. Those curls can collapse together. So to add support, so it'll be like a kickstand to each curl. Okay.
I know how to curl it now.
Okay, you go curl the next side, right, Coco?
Yep.
Exactly. All right.
I got it down pat now.
Okay, so we come around here on this side here. As we're gonna be curling down. Remember the same thing. We're using the same pattern all the way around. It's all consistent. There's nothing that's different. We're gonna use the same curl pattern so we can have the same symmetry on both sides. When you change your curl pattern on both sides, or either side, then you lose your symmetry. Then you be like, why does that look like that on this side? Or why does it look, well, because you didn't keep the same curl pattern. Okay. Always seal your cuticle first from the root, then take it up, and then you place the curl where you want it to go. You're in control of your curl pattern. So you can decide on if you want some heat at the bottom. If the heat at the bottom is helping seal the product in the hair and also the hairspray, and also allowing the hair to stay up as much as possible. You come over here, Coco. Can you see?
Tom Price has resigned.
Tom Price resigned?
That's what it just said.
He was gonna get fired anyway. Tom Price took all those trips. So here we go. So we're going to continue with this curl pattern. And so you're talking about Tom Price. We're trying this curl pattern.
Okay, I'm putting it back on her.
Now see, we're way back around this corner here. And so when we're back around this corner, it's the same thing I did on the opposite side. See, I'm actually curling in with this one. And I'm actually placing the hair where I want it to be while it's hot. Because hair, when it's hot, you can move it. When it's cold, when it cools off, it's already set. So you can't move it too much where you want it to be. You got to do it immediately.